ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेव्या भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। We're reading from Shrimadbhagavatam, Canto 1 and chapter 12, text number 3. Tad idam shotam ichhamo. Tad idam shotam ichhamo. Gaditum yadi manyasi. Gaditum yadi manyasi. Bruhinaha shraddhadananam. Bruhinaha shraddhadananam. Yasya jnanam adachuka. Yasya jnanam adachuka. Tadidam shotam ichhamo. Gaditum yadi manyase. Bruhina shraddhadananam. Yasya jnanam adachuka.
Tadidam shrotam ichhamo.
Tadidam shotam ichhamo. Gaditum yadi manyase. Bruhina shraddhadananam.
Yasya jnanam adachuka.
Yasya jnanam adachuka.
Tadidam shrotam ichhamo.
Tadidam shotam ichhamo.
Gaditam yadi manyasi. Ruhina shrirad adhanad nam.
Nam shraddhadananam.
Yasya jnanam adachuk.
Yasya jnanam adachuka. Word by word. Tad, all, idam. Let me bring it here. Do you already have? Everybody has it? Okay. Idam, this, shrotum, to hear, ichhamaha, all willing, gaditum, to narrate, yadi, if, manyase, you think, bruhi, please speak, naha, we, shraddhadanam, who are very much respectful, yasya, whose, jnanam, transcendental knowledge, adat, delivered, sukha, Srila Sukadeva Goswami. Translation and proper by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Shrimadbhagavatam ki jai. I cannot switch to other browser.
Which browser?
I want to open a browser for database.
The mouse is not working.
It's not working here. There you go. Close.
Life is not possible.
Good. It's okay. Open the new browser. Use the control. Okay, open my browser. Maybe here. Or you can go here. Terminology. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada Ji. We all respectfully want to hear about him, Maharaj Parikshit, to whom Srila Sukadeva Goswami imparted transcendental knowledge. Please speak on this matter. Let's please repeat. We all respectfully want to hear about him, Maharaj Parikshit, to whom Sukadeva Goswami imparted transcendental knowledge. Please speak on this matter. Purport. Sukadeva Goswami imparted transcendental knowledge to Maharaj Parikshit during the remaining 7 days of his life, and Maharaj Parikshit heard him properly, just like an ardent student. The effect of such a bona fide hearing and chanting of Shrimadbhagavatam was equally shared by both the hearer and the chanter. Both of them were benefited. Out of 9 different transcendental means of devotional service to the Lord prescribed in the Shrimadbhagavatam, either all of them or some of them or even one of them equally beneficial if properly discharged. Maharaj Parikshit and Shukadeva Goswami were serious performers of the first 2 important items, namely the process of chanting and the process of hearing, and therefore both of them were successful in their laudable attempt. Transcendental realization is attained by such serious hearing and chanting and not otherwise. There is a type of spiritual master and disciple must advertise in this age of Kali. It is said that the master injects spiritual force into the disciple by the electrical current generated by the master, and the disciple begins to feel the shock. He becomes unconscious, and the master weeps for his exhausting his store of so-called spiritual assets. Such bogus advertisement is going on in this age, and the poor common man is becoming the victim of such advertisement. We do not find such folk tales in the dealings of Srila Sukadeva Goswami and his great disciple Maharaj Parikshit. The sage recited Shrimadbhagavatam in devotion, and the great king heard him properly. The king did not feel any shock of electrical current from the master, nor did he become unconscious while receiving knowledge from the master. One should not therefore become a victim of this unauthorized advertisement made by some bogus representative of Vedic knowledge. The sage of Naimisharanya were very respectful in hearing about Maharaj Parikshit because of his receiving knowledge from Srila Sukadeva Goswami by means of ardent hearing. Ardent hearing from the bona fide master is the only way to receive transcendental knowledge, and there is no need for medical performances to occult mysticism for miraculous effect. The process is simple, but only the sincere party can achieve the desired result. Om Jnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yenam Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manabhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatamitam Tamsajivam Sadhvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Saitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padana Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvita Masyam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radhakanta Namaste Tabda Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Paditanam Pavenebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namah Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai. Just feel like keep chanting, huh? This chapter is about birth of Emperor Parikshit. Before that, let me ask all the assembled devotees to bless me so we can glorify Shrimadbhagavatam. Let me offer Vande Guru Nisham Bhakta Isham Ishavatarakan Tat Prakasham Tat Sakti Krishna Chaitanya Samgyakam. Let me offer my obeisances to my Guru, Diksha Guru, all my Siksha Guru, and all assembled devotees, all Vaishnava of Gaudiya Sampradaya. Let me offer my obeisances to Shri Radha Kunj Bihari, Jagannath Ji, Subhadra Maya, Baldev Bhagwan, Srinath Ji, Balkrishna, Giri Govardhan, Gaur Nitai, and Six Goswami Vrindavan. Let me offer my obeisances to Lord's all His incarnations, His manifestations, His all potencies, energies. And let me offer obeisances to Panchatattva, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Srivas Thakur, and Gadadhar. With that, let's start the class. So mercy, now we have mercy to speak. Without that mercy, we cannot speak. So this is a beautiful class, a beautiful setup Srila Prabhupada is given, where we associate with like-minded devotees and discuss about Krishna. And that is the same thing is happening 5,000 years ago. So when sage, there were 88,000 sages were assembled in the forest of Naimisharanya to hear Shrimadbhagavatam from Srila Sutta Goswami. How many of us are here?
5, 7.
88,000 people. 88,000.
88,000.
Wow.
And
88K.
A stadium.
Yes.
Yeah.
More than
100 stadiums. Michigan Stadium full. Wow.
it is difficult. I cannot go down here in the north.
When you go this side, Prabhu's go to that screen. So the mouse will go to that side. And when you want to go to this screen, you have to get from that screen to here.
You?
Yeah, you got the mouse here. Yeah, now you can.
May I want to go back to my screen? Okay, so Sanuka Muni, he was the leader of all 88,000 sages. And Sanuka Muni is asking question to Sutta Goswami. So they perform, so these sages assembled, they perform 1,000 year, one sacrifice, one yajna for 1,000 years. 1,000 years. And once they finished the yajna, at that time, Sutta Goswami appeared at that place. When Sutta Goswami appeared, they all became very happy. And they wanted to hear from Sutta Goswami. So they requested Sutta Goswami. They knew very well Sutta Goswami is a very learned devotee. Is a Mahabhagavat. So they asked Sutta Goswami. Again, Sanuka Muni is representing all 88,000 sages. So he's a chief. Now he's asking Sutta Goswami questions. So in the first chapter, first canto, verse number 4, where Radha Kunja. So in the first chapter only, Sanuka Rishi is asking 6 questions to Sutta Goswami. Now these questions are very, very important for all of us. These questions are first, what is the ultimate good for the people in general? What we should do, what is good for us? People don't know. They keep on going day after day. So first question, what is good for us? What is good for people in general? Second question, what is the essence of all the scriptures? Now there's so many scriptures out there. There is originally was one Veda, became 4 Veda, 108 Upanishads, 18 Mahapuran, 18 Upapuran, then Vedanta Sutra, Mahabharata, Ramayana, Mahabharata Ityas, and then came Shrimadbhagavatam, and then Shrimadbhagavatam Vedanta, the conclusion. So again, he said, what is the essence of all the scripture? It's very difficult to read everything because they talk on different topics for different types of people. Alright? So again, it's a very good question. They asked second question. Third question asks, what purpose did personality of God had appeared as a son of Vasudeva? Now Krishna appears as a son of Vasudeva and son of Devaki. So what purpose he came? So they want to know about that. Then please narrate the divine pastimes of Krishna. And then fifth question, please describe various incarnations in detail of Supreme Personality of Godhead. And sixth, last question, after Krishna returned back to his abode, where has Dharma taken shelter?
Where does the what take shelter?
Dharma.
Dharma, what is Dharma?
Righteousness.
Okay. Right.
Dharma. Anybody knows where? Shrimadbhagavatam. So Shrimadbhagavatam, when Krishna left back to his Golok Vrindandam, he said that Shrimadbhagavatam is me. So whoever takes shelter of Shrimadbhagavatam, they will get enlightenment. Their ignorance will be removed. So these are 6 questions asked by Sanuka Rishi to Sutta Goswami. And Sutta Goswami was very pleased with him and all the sages because these questions are so beneficial to all of us. And this question is talking about the Supreme Lord Krishna and his pastimes. So he became very happy. And then he congratulated them, that very good question. Then of course, first he offered obeisances to his guru. His guru is Srila Sukadeva Goswami. And he offers obeisances to Nar Narayan. We recite this verse, right? Narayan Namaskritya. Then he offers obeisances to Saraswati Mata, goddess of knowledge. And then he offers obeisances to Vyasdev, who is the author of Shrimadbhagavatam. And then he starts. Then he congratulates them. Of course, there are a lot of series of verses are there. So these questions, 6 questions, prompted Sutta Goswami to speak the entire Srimad Bhagavatam. 18,000 verses. It's based on these 6 questions. So we are very fortunate that we have received the causeless mercy of the Lord and His divine grace, Srila Prabhupada and all the gurus, that we have access to Shrimad Bhagavatam. Now, we'll little bit talk about this in this question, in this verse. Sonuga Rishi is asking about, inquiry about, tell me more about Parikshit, King Parikshit, how he was saved, how he was born, and tell me more about him. So there's a birth of Emperor Parikshit. So there's detail about him. Now in this, Srila Prabhupada purport, he emphasizes on the hearing of Shrimad Bhagavatam. So hearing is so powerful that with hearing we get the knowledge. So even though in the material world, when baby born in the family, baby doesn't go to school that time, she's just baby. But if baby is born in Chinese family, she understands Chinese. If baby is born in Indian family, Indian has so many languages, baby understands Indian language. Or in Africa, Africa has so many languages too. Every tribal, like Nigeria, has so many tribes, and they all have different languages. And the baby understands the language. How? Through hearing, through. They keep on saying, sit down, baby sit down, wake up, get up, okay, food time, eat time, lunch time. They understand. So this is hearing. So hearing is so powerful that baby understand the language. So similarly, in a spiritual world, we also want to know about Krishna. So how do we know about Krishna? Through hearing. Now Brahma heard from Krishna, Lord Krishna. Narad Muni heard from Brahma. Lord Vyasdev heard from Narad Muni. Sukadeva Goswami heard from Vyasdev. And in that and Sukadeva Goswami was speaking to King Parikshit, and in the audience, Sutta Goswami was there. And Sutta Goswami was hearing attentively each and every word. And he memorized 18,000 verses.
How was Parikshit?
Sutta Goswami.
Oh, Sutta Goswami. Oh.
Not only they memorized, they understood the meaning of each verse and word. And now, in 88,000 sages are listening from Sutta Goswami. So there's no book. They're all learning through hearing. Because in this age, our memories are so weak. We are physically weak, mentally weak. We cannot learn from hearing. Today we learn, tomorrow we forget. How many words we can remember? Even it will take days to remember one verse. It doesn't come easily, right? And so here, also one example we can see in one time, you all know the story of Mrigari. Mrigari was a hunter and he was hunting, killing the animal half dead.
Oh, yeah.
And then one day Narad Muni came and he said, what you're doing is not right. You should not kill animal. Then he talks, he gives knowledge to him that when you do something like this, you hurt somebody, you do the karma. You get into the karma cycle. So now Mrigari, just by hearing from pure devotee, he enlightened and he became the pure saint. Just by hearing Narad Muni. So just hearing is so powerful. When we hear attentively, our heart transforms. Now if I show you simple thing, now say a little bit, we'll do demonstration here. If I show you, say, you see the screen. Now what do you see here? What do you see here?
Let's Indian change from no.
That will not come.
No? Why?
Again, you have to take the tab into that one. Like that.
I think next time I'll make better slides. This is too complicated.
That's Everest.
Anyways, what do you see?
Mount Everest.
Everest, okay.
Mount Everest.
Mount Everest. Now how do you know it's Mount Everest?
How do we know this is Mount Everest?
Because we learned that about Mount Everest, right? That's why we learn Mount Everest. Now if I say another one,
You've seen this picture before. That's in Nepal, is it? Yeah.
बुरा बुरा नहीं है ना? It's okay. Anyway, I think today is not. How do you? I just want to open the picture. This is it. Do you see now? And then next time it's being.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you see here? It's very small, but what do you see here? What do you see here?
He said, get up with that one. We. A stamp. A stamp. Okay.
It's a hill.
This is the hill, yeah, right.
Hill with a lot of trees.
Like a mile where they buried Indians.
Okay. So so this is looking at normal mountain to us when we see the picture, but when we hear about from the Guru is Govardhan Hill. So what we do? We immediately offer the obeisance. When we see the Govardhan, we think about the Krishna's pastime, lifting the Govardhan Hill. So how do we know? Through hearing. Through hearing, right? So hearing, we come to know the topics about Krishna. With this world, if you go beyond this world, then beyond this universe, how do we know? The scientists here, they don't know anything. Their knowledge is limited. So we learn from Guru who has seen the world beyond this universe. And how do we know about that? Through hearing, which they read from the Shastra. So Shastra reveals the spiritual world, spiritual abode to us, and then we learn through hearing. So hearing is the first thing. Everything we do is hearing. I'll go back. I think we'll speed up the class. I'm spend more time on this. Can you? This is not good. Going back and forth on this laptop. You come back here. Or come this way. Oh yeah. Computers are good, but sometimes too much problems. It's not coming? It's okay, just do the same thing, one screen, I'll just speak to it. How do I change? Changing there now? Okay, thank you. So Srila Prabhupada writes that Maharaj Parikshit is about to leave his body and he has 7 days left. So he is asking Srila Sukadeva Goswami, what should I do? And then Srila Sukadeva Goswami narrates Shrimadbhagavatam and he speaks Shrimadbhagavatam for 7 days. So simply by hearing Shrimadbhagavatam, he is perfecting his life. And Sukadeva Goswami is perfecting his life by speaking Shrimadbhagavatam. Now Shrimadbhagavatam, at that time when he was speaking Shrimadbhagavatam, his guru, his father Vyasdev was in the audience. And Narad Muni was also listening. And many devotees, many advanced munis, rishis, they came from all over the universe and to hear the Srimad Bhagavatam. There were also demigods that came to hear the Srimad Bhagavatam. So again, the audience is very large when Sukadeva Goswami was speaking Srimad Bhagavatam. So he says, one verse comes, Nigama kalpataror kalitam phalam sukha mukhad amritadriva samvitam pibata bhagavatam rasmalayam muharaho rasika bhavika. So when this Srimad Bhagavatam is coming from the lips of Srila Sukadeva Goswami, it becomes more sweeter. When pure devotee speaks about Lord, it becomes very sweet, nectarian to hear, to ear. We want to hear more and more. It is so pleasing to the heart. So when he was speaking, everybody was relishing. And the Srimad Bhagavatam is the essence of all the literature, is a Vedanta. And it's called so he says that is the mature fruit of the desired tree of Vedic literature. It emanated from the lips of Srila Sukadeva Goswami. Therefore, this fruit has become even more tasteful. Although it is nectarian juice was already relishable for all, including liberated souls. They enjoy Srimad Bhagavatam, who has nothing to do with the world, but they still enjoy Srimad Bhagavatam. So here, by speaking Srimad Bhagavatam, he perfected his life, and Parikshit Maharaj, by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, he perfected his life. So we can see the next slide. And Srila Prabhupada explains that there are 9 types of bhakti, 9 limbs. We already know this verse. Prahlad Maharaj recites, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Arshnam, Vandam, Dasim, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. So by each of these, Parikshit Maharaj, again by Shravanam, hearing, he perfected his life. Srila Sukadeva Goswami perfected by chanting Kirtanam. Prahlad Maharaj remembering about the Lord all the time, and he perfected his life. Lakshmi Devi, she is serving the lotus feet of Lord all the time, and she perfected her life. King Prithu worshipping the deity, Akrura by prayers, Hanuman by serving the Lord Ramachandra as a das, as a servant, Arjun became the friend of Krishna, this was Sakyam, and Bali Maharaj, he gave everything. He said, Lord, you put your feet on my head and I'm yours. I have nothing to give you, but I'm yours. So he gave himself to Lord. Atma Samarpan, Atma Nivedanam. And Maharaj Amrish, he followed everything, all 9 limbs of the bhakti. Now the 3 things are very important, Shravanam, Kirtanam and Smaranam. So when we hear first, then we start to recite, start to speak about it, and then we think, then we start remembering about that. Even in our life, how we came to ISKCON, through hearing, some devotee came to us and talk about our ISKCON philosophy, and then we hear, we got interested, we came to temple, but starting from hearing. And then, once we hear, we say, this is good, this is nice, let me take more, let me learn more. We hear more, and then we associate with devotee more, and then we start talking. Somebody says, chant Hare Krishna, you feel good. Let me try to chant Hare Krishna, now I feel good. And then we start Kirtanam. And then we start about meditating upon that. Then what you heard from the devotee. So if you see, in even Shrimadbhagavatam, Queen Rukmani, she heard about Krishna from Narad Muni. She never seen Krishna. But she heard about Krishna so much that she was attracted to Krishna. And now she wanted to marry Krishna, because now she's talking about Krishna all the time, because now she's thinking about Krishna all the time. And of course, then we know the story, then Krishna marries her. But this house starts with a Shravanam, Kirtanam. Means first hear, then chanting, and then remembering. So Kunti says that in Shrimadbhagavatam, she is a prayer, says to Krishna, "O Krishna, those who continuously hear, chant and repeat your transcendental activities or take pleasure in other doing so, certainly see your lotus feet, which alone can stop the repetition of birth and death." Now this is very important. Kunti says that one loves to hear about you. So only the people who have received the mercy of the Lord can hear about the Lord. Without Lord's causeless mercy, we cannot hear about the Lord. We cannot. So we are very fortunate, we are hearing about the Lord. Very fortunate. Then we are speaking about the Lord, again more fortunate. And then Nityananda Trayodasi just went. Nityananda Prabhu was going to door in Nadia, and somebody opened the door, say lady opened the door, and she said, "Maya, mother." Then he gives flat Danvat Pranam and said, "Maya, please chant Krishna's name. Please chant Gauranga's name. And you will be happy." He goes door to door and beg everybody chanting Krishna's name. Hear about Krishna. Bolo Krishna, kaho Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhan Pran, Nadi Yago Drume Nityananda Mahajan. Krishna kaho Krishna, Bolo Krishna, oh Krishna, say Krishna. So anyway, he says, speak about Krishna, learn about Krishna, share Krishna to others, and make your life very happy. So we can go to next slide here. Now, how to develop the taste for hearing? Because hearing is the key. If you hear, then your life will be successful. How to develop the taste for hearing? So again, Sutta Goswami gives answer in Shrimad Bhagavatam that to same Sonaka Muni and all the sages says, "O twice born sages, by serving devotees who are completely free from all vices, great service is done. By such service, one gain affinity for hearing the message of Vasudeva." When we serve devotees, when we serve the pure devotees, when we serve, even though just when pure devotee comes, we just hear from them very attentively. They become there's a service. So then the fruit is we get to hear more about Krishna. Now one more verse is there, which is the next verse. Shunvantam swakatha Krishna punya shravan kirtanam hridayantosta abhadrani vidinoti suritastam. Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, super soul in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of all the truthful devotees, cleanses the desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee, who has developed the urge to hear his message, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. So when we hear about Krishna, Krishna is in our heart, is Paramatma, cleanses our heart from all the anarthas, to enjoy the material desire. And then another verse we say every day morning, Nashta Prayasha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavasevya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nestiki. Again, by regularly attending the class, you all are very inspiring to me. You attend the class every day morning, speak about Krishna.
Every morning.
Every day morning. You very regularly.
Okay.
And so it says, by regularly attendance the class of Shrimad Bhagavatam and by rendering service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. So just by hearing Shrimad Bhagavatam, again I was going to tell you that one thing that about Kunti. When we hear Bhagavatam, then this whole world is difficult to surpass, difficult to cross over, material world. But when we hear about Shrimad Bhagavatam, hear about Krishna, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Lila, when we chant Krishna's holy name in Mahamantra, what happens that the whole material world becomes the calf footprint. So in India, we have a lot of calf, like baby calf. They walk on the ground, and then you see the footprint of the calf. And when rain comes, then water puddle comes in the small footprint. So that becomes like then how do you can easily cross over. You just cross over, right? So similarly, what Kunti Mata says that the whole thing is so easy, you can cross over so easily. Just like the stepping over. So just by hearing. And the last year, in Srila Prabhupada talks a little bit funny too, and that a lot of teachers are fake nowadays. And he says that some teacher, they come and they do some, pass the electrical shock in the disciple, he shakes, he feels unconscious, and he says, then he wakes up and says, I transfer all the spiritual wisdom to your body. And Prabhupada says, this is all fake, it's all foolishness, all bogus. Nothing like that. When Srila Sukadeva Goswami was speaking, King Parikshit was hearing, nobody got the electrical shock. Nobody got the shock, right? So he says that we need to hear from the pure devotee of the Lord. Who to hear is also very important. what to hear and whom to hear. So we need to hear from pure devotee of the Lord, and that's why we should hear from Srila Prabhupada more often, daily. We should hear from our Guru Maharaj. Then our taste for hearing will increase in the association of devotees. So with that, I think I'm just skipping because already time is there, 9 o'clock. Any questions, any feedback on hearing on this topic?
Nice classroom, right? Yeah. Nice to see the importance of hearing and devotional service.
Any feedback, any question and realization about, you can share your realization real quick about hearing. Because something you have that you're hearing about Krishna every day is all mercy, because we develop the taste. You know, it says that even in TV or movie or TV shows, if you watch some shows every day, then we get attraction towards that character who are in the show. We never know them, we never seen them in person, but by hearing from them, watching them, we get attachment to them, attraction to them, right? Similarly, if we hear about Krishna always, then automatically we'll get attachment to Krishna. We'll develop the taste for Krishna's holy name. We taste to hear about Krishna's pastimes. We develop the attraction for Krishna. And when that comes, we are very fortunate. And when we hear about Krishna, then we start remembering about Krishna. Like if you go to the store, you see nice flower, and you say, let me buy this flower for Krishna, Radha Kunj Bihari. To be happy. If you go to the store, you see nice fruit, mango. Oh, this fruit looks so good. I mean, do I have money?
Just thinking about it, you get benefit.
Right?
Yeah.
And then even if you don't have money, I wish I had money, I could bought this fruit for my dear Lord. But if I have money, I'll buy, go to temple and offer. So that, because now you're thinking about Krishna. Because developing the taste for Krishna. Because Krishna became part of you, part of your life. And now Krishna loves that actually. When you do small gesture, now say, even though, that's what Krishna says, give me water, give me fruit, give me, leaves are everywhere, give me just one leaf of tulsi, I'll be happy.
Prabhu, these mantras, I don't know the words for them, but I hear them. I'm at work and I hear the melody in my head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know the words for them, but I hear the melody in my head. It's just like, it's like ringing inside my head.
Yeah.
It's like that. All day long. Yeah.
Even though, like say, when we were young, we used to listen to the music, right? And that music we used to hear all the time. And then even though we're not hearing music, we are reciting the music. We are singing the music. It's natural, right? If you listen to the music, your favorite singer, then the music will come to you automatically. Then you start singing. Similarly, if you are listening Kirtan, then even though Kirtan is not going, you start with Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then you just speak, it just comes naturally. And then when you're chanting, then some pastime you heard, then pastime comes in your head automatically. So this is all is mercy. So this is how the mercy flows, and this is how we get closer to Krishna, and someday we'll become very purified by hearing, and we get perfect in our life. So with that, I'd like to conclude my class. Shrimadbhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Keep hearing about Krishna. Hare Krishna.